Okay, this is the high pressure pump control panel for S&M Electric. And on the outside there you can see we got the VFD controllers are mounted remotely on the door there. We got a handoff auto for each one, and there's a run light built into the handoff auto switch, and there's a separate fault light. Also got you a main disconnect here on it. So let's open it up here. So like we talked about, I got two drives that are running off of single phase. So they're designed to never be able to run at the same time. So in hand mode, well, let me just go over a little bit right here. So I got you terminal blocks here where your motors hook up to, main power coming in there. You'll need a 60 amp circuit, single phase circuit on this. These are extra heavy duty drives. They're 20/25 horsepower drives. So I got a switch here to duplicate your level, your pressure. So you're going to have a low pressure to cut them on, and a high pressure basically cuts them off. So if you put one of them in hand, now they're locked out from running at the same time. And right now, this would be, and that signal comes from the PLC. It'd be a digital output using an analog pressure sensor. So, so basically, your high pressure would be already in that position, and then then you turn this one on, and that means the low pressure is triggers it on. You can see we're lights on, we're running, that VFD is running. Okay, so now we're no longer at the low pressure threshold, so we go off, and then once we reach the high pressure, I don't know if you said 60 or 70 psi, something like that. So once you get to high pressure, you're going to cut that off, and the VFD you can see is ramping down. I got it on a 10-second deceleration, and you can see your lights off now. So when you're in hand mode of one of the pumps, it will cycle that pump motor based on high and low pressure. Okay. So, and then the same thing here with this one, hand mode. We're below our high set point. Now we're below our low set point. Lights on. VFD's ramping up. And then of course, pretty quickly you probably are going to go back above your low set point, and you're going to continue pressurizing those tanks. And then that one's you're going to reach that high pressure cutoff. And you see it's coming back down. As soon as it gets back down, it'll turn the light off. Okay, the other scenario is auto. And how auto works is we've got a alternating relay, and both of these have to be in auto for this to function. It's locked out otherwise. So it's going to work exactly the same way, except for each cycle we're going to get an alternate run on each pump. So we got that pump coming up to speed. And now we're above our low pressure, so it goes off, and then we meet our high pressure, and the pump's ramping down. Okay, so now that one's off. And now we're in the next cycle, and we're ramping up the second VFD, which is running pump 2. And that's basically it. I'm going to show you one thing in here I forgot to show you. So, this gray jumper I got in here, I went ahead and put that in there. That's a high pressure cutoff. I don't know if you want to wire that in. I thought maybe you want to put like a 80 or 90 or 100 PSI switch in there somewhere. Yeah, you put that switch in there and I can take it into the PLC, or you can wire it directly in here. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's just a hard wire. In other words, it has to be closed or not high pressure for it to run. And these other ones you've got, 3 and 4 would be your high pressure cutoff, and 5 and 6 would be your low pressure cut on. So that's about it on that one. That one's pretty much finished.